Oh, hello, hello, hello. That's pretty sure. I did. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh. What's it? Yes. No, you. Daddy, give me. What's my phone was Victoria. But what? Okay.
Oh, good day, everybody. If you can hear me, let me know. I think I see like some couple of people. And you can see my screen, Femi. I see Femi. So you can just drop a message on the on the chat. So we'll soon kick off. Maybe we'll just wait a little bit for more people to join us. So today we want to look at the all right, John, thanks. You can hear me, right? Cool. So we just want to look at the crypto markets. The no sound. Okay, you can hear and see. Oh, somebody said there's no sound though. Maybe you can check your device. Okay, let me check. For those that say they can't hear me, let me check. Huh? What about now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, sound is back. Thank you. Alrighty. All right, so good evening, everybody. Alrighty, say sound is back. So in some couple of minutes, we'll kick off. We just want to actually look at what the crypto market is planning to do and how to participate. The basic thing is how you can take part in what the crypto market is about to do. As you can see on my screen, say why Bitcoin is surging again. We're going to look at the reason why I feel it's time for us to start getting ready to get on the crypto market again. All right. So you don't want to be like I've been saying in the group. If you're in my crypto group, the paid group, we'll be saying this over and over, that you don't want to be part of those that will join the party late. Like a lot of people normally do every 4 years. They normally join the party very late. And there's nothing as painful as when you come to the party late and they tell you that there's no more meat, or they now tell you that there's no more rice. What you have left is swallow, right? So basically, all right, thank you, Tosin. Okay, Mr. Latif. All right, so basically, what we're going to be looking at is what's the crypto market about to do? If you've been around this period, it's just like it's looking more like in 2015, 2016, and also it's looking more like in 2019, 2018, let me say 2019, before we had our Bitcoin halving in 2020, and I can see a lot of people that were around in 2019, if you're around in 2019 when we started looking at the Bitcoin, the crypto markets, just let me know. Just drop a message on the chat box so that I'll see. I can see some old faces. I can see Tosin. I can see Mr. Paul. I can see Femi Baleo. I can see some couple of people. They were around in that 2019. So this period is looking like that. And if you remember in 2019, 2020, we had this webinar. I remember this webinar that we had. That that later turned to our crypto course, that I was saying that that the Bitcoin market is about to take off, and that year to 2021, throughout 2021, we had an amazing year. So like I said earlier, it's very important to not to miss the party. You don't want to miss the party. A lot of people always come to the party late after Bitcoin has taken off. If you remember some couple of months ago, if you are seeing my chart, when Bitcoin was around 16,000, let's go to, let me look at, I'm trying to look at the, I'm trying to look at the price. Where Bitcoin fell to around that 15,000, 16,000. And I was saying that, guys we should start doing DCA, dollar cost averaging, that it's time to start buying, that it's time to start buying gradually. I'm trying to look for coin market cap has changed a lot on their website. So sometimes it can be very funny. So, but anyway, what I was trying to say, at that time was that, it's time to get on board. And today we are looking at Bitcoin at 34,000. As at that time, we had Bitcoin at 14, 15, no, sorry, around that 16,000. And gradually it's climbing. And so today, we'll be looking at what is happening and what is Bitcoin about to do on the crypto market. What is that market about to do? And we'll look at the reason why it's doing what it's doing. All right. Having said that, let's look at previous Bitcoin halving. What happened, during those period. Okay. So we'll be looking at previous Bitcoin halving period. All right. So if you can see my Bitcoin halving prices chart, let me know. I want to believe you guys can see me. All right. So cool. So we'll be looking at this chart. We'll be looking at this chart. Wow, I actually forgot to record it. So I'll be recording now. Okay, I think it's recording. It's automatic recording on So now, if you look at this chart, this Bitcoin halving prices chart from 2012, then we had another one Bitcoin halving 2016, 2020, and I'll be having another one next year. Now, by the way, for those that doesn't know what Bitcoin halving is a period where there's a supply shock, where Bitcoin reward to miners or supply reward to miner is divided into two. That's just in a layman's language. I don't want to go into the technicalities of it. Where and because of that, every 4 years we normally have a supply shock. And according to Economics 101, anytime you have a supply shock, demand will go up, right? And anytime there's a lot of supply, in the market, demand prices come down. Sorry, anytime there's a supply shock, demand goes up and prices also goes up. As you can see in this chart, if you look at the chart, you see in 2012, price of Bitcoin was $12. When we had Bitcoin halving. If you look at from the left-hand side, from 2011, 2012, 2013, on this left side of the chart, you will notice that before that halving, Bitcoin will top out. There's a top out here, like there's a peak, and then it crashes, and then then we have a lower high. Okay, lower high up until when we have that halving. These black lines are the Bitcoin halving. All right. So we have halving here, and then you will now notice that there's a surge in price. All right. In 2013, the price went as high as $1,000 plus. Okay. And then, during bear season, you will notice that we started having bear season and price, started coming down. But before we have this halving, you also notice that we had like something like a surge around there. All right. And the price will now go down. Okay. And then you have lower high. Then again, after halving, you just look at the progression. In 2017, at halving, price was around $648. And then it went up above $10,000. And then it came down a little bit. All right. And then another halving at halving 2020, price was around 8,572. And then we went all the way around, I think we hit around 64,000 thereabout. Okay, at the peak. And now we are right here right now. We are approaching 2024. Now, if you look at this chart, what normally happens is every 4 years, these black lines always take place every 4 years. This 2012, this is 2016, this is 2020, and this is 2024. All right. At each time, we have a surge in price, price will surge, and then we'll have a retracement, and then another thing will happen, and then we have another surge. Now, like I said, every time there's an outfit, there's always a supply shock. And when there's a supply shock, demand goes up, and then what happens to price? Price goes up. If you remember in the group, I've said over and over that price going up before halving, we have price come down a little bit. So I expect Bitcoin at the price that it is right now, around 34,000 for us to before we approach before we have that Bitcoin halving in 2024, which will happen in I think March or April. All right, before halving happens in 2024, I expect Bitcoin to dip a little bit from that $34,000 area. All right, I expect price to dip a little bit from this price point. From this price point at 34,000, this $34,000 price point. So I expect that price, to come down a little bit to probably around, I don't know, we should be seeing something below 30,000, definitely, before that halving. And like I said in the group last week, in the crypto group, that what normally happens that as we are approaching the Bitcoin halving, we have price come down. And what normally happens that price, shake out. The market have a way of shaking out weekends. Like I remember in 2020, price before halving, price dipped to around $3,500 to $3,700. I think you can see that area around this area. So we came down, it knocked out a lot of people before it went as high as 64,000. So we'll be expecting that same thing to happen. All right. So I will say that now apart from halving, we'll be looking at two things that's going to affect Bitcoin price next year. So apart from halving, another thing that seems to have that will affect that price is ETF, the Bitcoin spot ETF. And we have big companies, big organizations that want to get in, that are trying to get their spot ETF approved by the SEC. So we have BlackRock. Some of the top ones are BlackRock, Fidelity, Valkyrie, Invesco and Galaxy, Grayscale, the big boys, they want to come in. So now we'll be looking at the effects of what's going to happen when this spot ETF gets approved. I mean, we can see an example before. I think it was last week that we had there's a rumor on Twitter by Cointelegraph. Somebody tweeted on Cointelegraph page that one spot ETF key has been approved, and then we saw Bitcoin went all the way to around 32,000 before it started coming down. All right. So what's going to be the effect of spot ETF to Bitcoin price? Right. So we have two key things. Bitcoin halving, we have this spot ETF that is likely to happen. There are different rumors. Some are saying before the end of the year, this year. Some are saying early next year. But whatever happens, we want to look at the relationship of when we have spot ETF being approved and Bitcoin. So the next chart you're going to be seeing now is we're going to be comparing gold. Okay, we're going to be looking at gold. If you look at gold, if you look at what happened, over 20 years ago when we have spot ETF for gold approved, the impact of gold ETF on gold price, the gold market cap was around $1 trillion at the time. All right. I want to be sure everybody's on the same page with me. All right. Okay. So, pardon me, everybody. I want to really be sure that we are all on the same page. Okay, so so if you look at the impact of the ETF on gold and what it did to price since I think this was in 2004, where the gold market cap was around $1 trillion, and they got an approval in January 2005. The iShare Gold ETF launched January 2005, and ever since the price of gold has gone up, dramatically. And you can see that the market cap of gold as of right now is around 8.6 trillion in the last about 20 years, and you can see the way the price has been going up. I mean, the price has surged from $1 trillion to over $8 trillion, and the same thing is happening with Bitcoin right now. I think we are about around 1 trillion. The Bitcoin price around the crypto market price. Sorry, the crypto market generally is around $1.26 trillion right now, and the market cap is around, for Bitcoin alone, $667 billion. All right. So if we look at Bitcoin as a digital gold, so we expect that anytime this ETF, spot ETF, is approved for crypto, for Bitcoin, we are going to see a surge that looks like this. Okay. So now the question is, how do you now participate as a person? What do you need? What do you need to do? I've been saying this for months. If you're in the crypto group, you will bear with me that I've been saying this over and over and over and over. That the best thing to do is to do DCA, dollar cost averaging, because especially if you are buying to hold, if you want to buy to hold if you have a long-term, a long-term mindset like me, when it comes to crypto, I want to buy and hold. And I want to hold for the most part of the bull run, and then I'll start taking profit when I start noticing that the bear market is coming in, all right? Or when I notice that Bitcoin and other crypto are popping up. So the question is, how do you not participate? And I know that a lot of us cannot afford Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is very expensive right now. So I'm gonna be sharing some tactics that we use, that a lot of us use in 2020, and I know a lot of people that started that bull run with. I mean, that group, I don't want to start calling out names now, but I know a lot of people that started 2020 so broke, and they ended, that end of 2021 with a lot of, they became millionaire, because they took advantage of the market. All right. So now, because Bitcoin is very expensive, I think I explained the group how your portfolio should look like sometimes last week. What should your portfolio looks like? Okay, so basically, what I normally do is I'll divide my portfolio into like 3 or 4 section or segment, and then I will be investing accordingly. For example, for what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks is to DCA into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some top crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance. I've not been buying so much of XRP because when they had that their court case, so I've not been doing a lot of buying on XRP, but I'll soon resume start buying XRP also. Then Solana. This SO has really made me a lot of money recent, when it crashed to around that below $20. I've started buying. I bought quite a few or so also. Then ADA, So what you want to do? So let me go back to what I was trying to say. So now you want to divide your portfolio into some segments in such a way that you'll be able to edge against some of your investment. For example, you can say in the next bull run, you can say Bitcoin, Binance is going to do very well. Binance may not do very well. So what you want to do, you want to divide your portfolio into different, segments, so that if one is not doing well, another will be doing well. For those that have been around, you will agree with me that there are some times that your portfolio it might just be that it's only one crypto coin, that will do very well, and then, it will make up for some of your losses in some of the other coins, right? So for Bitcoin and Ethereum, for me, these are the OGs. They've been around for some time. So, and they have a solid fundamentals. These are solid projects, especially for Bitcoin. Then after Bitcoin is Ethereum. So, and for these two, I've been doing a lot of DCA the past 1 year. So what I do is I just buy in bits, $100, $200, $300, sometimes 1,000, sometimes less, sometimes even $50. I'll transfer to my IBO wallet. I'll keep it there. So and the beauty of it is that as price goes up, your portfolio also goes up, because sometimes when you keep your money in the bank, your money is just staying there in the bank and it's losing value every day. I don't even have to talk too much. As Nigerians, and I know a lot of us here are Nigerians, you can see what has happened in the last 1 year, how much value the Naira has lost. Now, and I've been saying this in the group, in our crypto group, that the more Naira you have in your bank account, the poorer you become. You're becoming poorer every day because of the rate at which the value of Naira is depreciating. All right. So you don't want to just keep your money in the bank, because the more you keep your money in the bank, the lesser, the poorer you become. All right. So basically, why Naira is crashing, for example, since January, Bitcoin has done, I think so far, I can't remember the percentage Bitcoin has done this year, but Bitcoin has been classed as the best performing asset class in 2023. And it has done well over this year alone. Bitcoin has done well over 10%, if I want to be very conservative. All right. So, so for those that have been doing this year in Bitcoin, you can agree with me that you have not lost. If you have been buying Bitcoin from January, you have not actually lost, right? So Bitcoin and Ethereum are the ones that, if you want to, I mean, like I said, that's the first coins that you want to buy. You can add Binance, you can add ADA, you can add Chainlink, you can add Matic, you can add, DOT. Let's say out of these first 10, you should be able to add like 4 or 5 that you can keep. Now, the advantage of these coins that I just mentioned is that, like I said, they've been around for a while and they are very solid. But the little downside to them is that if you want to see 100x of your investment, because Bitcoin market cap has really gone up around $667 billion, Bitcoin cannot, the max it can do probably like probably Bitcoin can do 10x if I want to be aggressive. All right. So, and that means let's say you buy Bitcoin when Bitcoin is $334,000 and it goes to $340,000. That's 10x, right? I feel Bitcoin. I've seen price prediction that say Bitcoin will do $1 million. But you agree with me that not everybody can buy with $34,000 right now. So what you want to look out for are coins that are a little bit solid and they're cheaper. So that you can have 10x or even 50x or 100x. For example, if Binance does 20x from where it is right now, it's still less than $10,000, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Right now, let's say Binance do 20x. This is at 10x, Binance will be $2,250. If you add another 10x, okay, that would be $22,500, right? So at least that is still way below $30,000. But you agree with that your return on Binance, if Binance does 10x, will be better than Bitcoin, right? So what we want to do is to shop for coins that are very cheap. For example, ADA is 29 cents right now. Sometimes, sometimes this year, I think I saw it at 24 cents. It went as low as that. And then you have coin like Chainlink also. Okay. But if you keep going down, you still see good coins like VeChain, because what you want to look majorly is actually the market cap. All right. I hope I'm communicating. So let me see if okay. All right. I hope I'm okay. Somebody said I'm communicating. All right. I just want to be sure that so basically, so what we are doing right now is now look for coins, number one, that the market cap is still very low. They have and they have very good use case. Okay. And then lastly, you also want to look for meme coins. Meme coins are very easy to 100x, even 1000x. We had some that did crazy return last bull run. I'll not be dropping all those coins here. I'll not be mentioning most of them here. Probably in the crypto group. If you have not joined us, probably you need to join us. And that crypto group is not free. It used to be $100, but now I think we are charging $150, $200. I'm not sure. I'll be communicating how to join that group, going forward. So let's move forward. Then we want to look at another sector I feel will do well this coming bull run is the AI sector. Trust me, the AI sector and the gaming sector. So you want to also pay attention to those sector of crypto. The gaming sector is going to do very well. The AI sector is also very good. Artificial intelligence is also going to do very well. I think I would be recommended. Let's look at there's some AI that we're recommending sometimes this year. Yeah, okay, let's check AI and big data. GLT graph is going to do very well. As you can see, it's one of the top crypto in the AI. Okay, in the AI category. And if you check the market cap is about now around 44 million. It has really moved up. The render is going to do very well. Singularity Aegis is going to do very well also. Then as time goes on, I'll be looking for there are some coins I'll be dropping in the group that are still very, very, their market cap is not as high as in this category, for example. It's not as high as Graph. Graph market cap has really gone up. This now around 44 million. So we want to shop for coins that are still below 100 million, that are still below even 10 million. Coins that will do very well that are still below. Like for example, you can see VDAO is still around $16 million. There's one AI that I saw that I'm still researching. But as time goes on, I'll be dropping those coins in the group. So what you want to do, you want to ensure you're buying. Now the beauty of crypto is that, like I said, is that especially if you're buying to hold, is that when Bitcoin takes off, and that was why I started with Bitcoin. Anytime Bitcoin takes off, the idea is most times, for example, Bitcoin at 34,000, like I said earlier, a lot of people cannot afford it. So a lot of people will now be looking for you'll be looking for what to buy. A lot of people will be looking for what coin to buy. And then by next year, latecomers, by the time they are coming in, let's say Bitcoin is already at 70,000, or let's say Bitcoin is already at 50,000, 60,000. So you start noticing that people will now start throwing money at anything. And that's why it's very important that you are around now to start doing dollar cost averaging, so that at that time you are not buying the top. We also what happened last in 2021, early 2022, when the late 2021 into early 2022 into mid 2022, when markets start crashing, is that a lot of people came in late. You don't want to wait for when CNN and BBC start shouting that Bitcoin is now 100,000, Bitcoin is now 200,000. Okay, you don't want to wait till that period. So you want to start doing DCA right now. Okay, you want to start buying in bits and pieces, so that as price is going up, your money is also increasing. All right, like I said, in the coming days, I'll be dropping more coins in the group. Just watch out for those coins. From now to next year, and during in the thick of the bull run, I believe there are projects that will be coming up. Okay, that will be dropping in the group. So before we go, lastly, now like I mentioned, I've been mentioning in the group also that I expect price for Bitcoin to crash, as we approach November, December into January. What normally happens is there's a lot of manipulation that is actually going on. The big boys want to participate. Most time they want to participate and they don't want to buy at 34,000. You can bet me I can bet you that they will not want to buy at 34,000 or at 35,000 or at 40,000. So trust me, they're going to crash this price. This price is going to go as low as, say, maybe below 30,000 into maybe around that 25,000, 26,000 range. All right. Like let's quickly check the Bitcoin chart. So I can, okay, if you look at the Bitcoin chart, you know, I remember I've been posting this chart on the group, even when we're around this area, when we're around, and I said that this support, if this support hold, we are going to push up. If you have been in the group, you will notice that I've been posting. I posted this chart so many times on the group, but just like a lot of people, they don't pay attention. I mean, when price was around 24,000, I posted this chart and I've started buying Bitcoin around there. Let me go to the weekly chart so that you guys can see what I'm saying. When price was around this area, around that 20,000, around this area, around 16,009, where my cursor is right now, I started doing DCA, but my DCA around there wasn't so heavy. I was just buying small. I started buying heavy around this 22,000 area. All right. And when I saw the support that I posted in the group, I posted this area. I purposely didn't remove it so that you guys can, those in the group, we can testify that I've been posting this chart for weeks now, when price was around 24,000 in the group. And I was saying that if you want to buy Bitcoin, buy now, start buying small, because I know price is going to surge. And I said, if price doesn't break below this 24,850, that we should see price soar to the top, and that's exactly what happened. Now, what I expect price to do, as we are approaching Bitcoin halving, and when the big boys start coming to the market, is that they will crash this price. We've seen this thing happens every time. Let's go to okay, all right. So let's go to the chart on as we're rounding up. I'll soon round up. Okay, let's go to the to my slide. I want to show you something. What I said. Now, if you notice that on this chart from 2011, you know, price peak around there, I think this was around we were around $80-something around there. And as we are approaching the Bitcoin halving, let me get my pen. You will notice that we had a surge here. There's a surge around there. And then price now came down from that surge during Bitcoin halving, and then we went all the way up. All right, after halving. So if you notice at this area too, after market top out, okay, after we top out around this area, around I think this was in 2020, I think it was around over $1,000. So we saw another surge as we are approaching Bitcoin halving. There's this tiny surge. If you look closely, we had a surge around there. There's a surge very close to Bitcoin halving. Then we crashed. The same thing. Then we pick out around there. I think this was around in 2018, around $19,000, around $19,850, around this area. And then during bear season, we came down. And then we had this surge. We had that surge again. Look at the surge when we are close to Bitcoin halving. And then price crash. I think this was in that COVID period in 2020, sorry, if I'm not mistaken. So we came down to around 3,500. So the same thing, we are seeing that same surge. The same surge is happening around there, close to the halving period. All right. So I expect price to crash. So when you see that price crash, especially for those that have been DCA, don't panic and sell. Just calm down. I expect price to crash from that 30,000 region as we approach the Bitcoin halving. All right. Let's go back to so as we approach Bitcoin halving, I expect price to do something that looks like this. We might touch, say, this 36,000 and then crash all the way. Probably come and test this support at 24,000. All right, before we now go up. Okay, so trust me, we are going to go up, and as especially if we have if you have the ETF approved, Bitcoin is really going to surge, and the crypto market is really going to surge. So if you have been doing DCA right now, and you see it, and next year before Bitcoin halving, you see a crash, don't panic. Just hold on. Just hold your bag. Trust me, this happens every time, and this has been happening for years, and I do expect it to change now. All right. So so like I said, as time goes on, we will be. What I'll be doing is to be. I'm trying to look for. Pardon me. I'm trying to look for my razor and get this thing off my screen. So this is another opportunity to arm out, like we normally say. So please don't skip on it. Don't, if you miss the last Bitcoin halving and the sort that follows, you don't want to miss it this time. I'm begging you. All right. So like I said, as time goes on, I'll be dropping the coins gradually. I'm not in a hurry. This market, if there's anything that I've learned as a trader, is never to be in a hurry. And this market has taught me that you cannot, especially if you're a retail trader. I'm a retail trader. I don't trade with $1 billion. I always say it. So as a retail trader, you only want to follow trend. And in following trend, what you want to do is to be very patient. Okay, so very patient. I remember there was somebody at the last bull run, I think Mr. Razak, I can't remember. There's one other guy that did over $1 million. And the guy started the beginning of the bull run with just about, he started with just about, according to him, because he actually sent me the screenshot, I think started with just about 10, 15,000. And he was buying small cap low coin, small cap coins, and he bought a lot. I think he bought a lot of ADA when ADA was super cheap, and ADA went as high as $3, and he made a killing. So trust me, I've seen stories change during bull run, and you don't want to miss it. All right. So just ensure you hang around, just ensure, and don't be too much in a hurry. A lot of people are too much in a hurry. You don't want to be too much in. I used to be like that. I'm always in a hurry. I want to cash out now, but what this market has taught me is to be very, very, very patient. Is to be very, very patient. All right. I don't know if you have a question, you can drop it in the chat box so I can address it. Also, ensure if you are not subscribed to my channel, ensure you do so. Ensure you also like this video. You can also watch some of my other videos in the on this channel. All right. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat box on YouTube Live, so I can address it. All right. So I'll be waiting. Like I said, coins to buy, I'll be dropping in the crypto group. Some people, this webinar is supposed to be for those in the crypto group, in the paid crypto group. So that's why I'll be dropping it. I don't think it will be fair. As time goes on, I'll be dropping the link to the paid crypto group and what you need to do, the paid crypto group rather, pardon me. And if you want to join us, what you can do to join us, how much it's going to cost. I've said this over and over, is that a lot of people don't value free information. Like for example, in the community, the Telegram group and the WhatsApp group put together, I think we have over 3,000 people. And I think if you look at the amount of people that are here right now, we are just about 26, 27 people. And so I want to filter out people that are not serious. And that's why I've asked people, if you want to join us in the crypto group, it has to be a paid group. All right. So if I'll be communicating that as time goes on. All right. So I don't know if anybody have any question. So like I said, don't be too much in a hurry, relax. Jan, if you are walking, Jan, make sure you are walking. Make sure you have buying crypto, Bitcoin especially. I'll be doing more video as time goes on to tell you how you can buy. Some people don't know how to buy on Binance. Some people don't know how to buy Bitcoin, and then how you can, if you want to buy hardware wallet, how you can get it. I think I have some, that I'm selling, some hardware wallet. If you want to get some, I'll also be explaining how you can do that. All right. So in the absence of no question, okay, somebody say Bookie. Is that Bookie? All right, Bookie. Oh, Bookie. I can see Bookie. Okay. All right. So okay. Maybe you should drop your question so I can address it. You can just type it out. Maybe probably because we are not using, I didn't drop the Zoom link, so you will need to type your question. And make it short, please. You can make it short. All right. So while we're waiting for the person that have a question to, Solana is a good buy. Solana is a good buy. Somebody says Solana. I think Solana is a very good buy. And if you notice the way it's been surging, I think the problem Solana had earlier was because of what happened to SBF, Sam Backman Fried, or what's that guy's name? The guy that owns FTX. So what normally you say this person I want to say what comes first? The odd season, the proper season, I don't know what you mean by proper season. Now, what normally comes first is a Bitcoin run. Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the father of let's go to Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is the father of crypto, right? And the truth is that the truth is Bitcoin is actually Bitcoin embodies what cryptocurrency should be. Every other coin actually, apart from even Ethereum, is not as solid in terms of what a crypto should be. All right. So, and because of that, because a lot of investors, trust Bitcoin. So what normally happens that we normally have Bitcoin move first, because a lot of people, that's what they can relate with. And the media also focuses on Bitcoin. CNN, all the big medias, Bloomberg and all that, they always talk about Bitcoin. So a lot of people, knows that, okay, Bitcoin knows Bitcoin, right? So, and they trust Bitcoin, like I said. And like I said, Bitcoin all actually embodies what crypto should be. That's the truth. So people jump on Bitcoin. So, but after a while, you will notice that volume from Bitcoin will be dropping because Bitcoin market cap has really gone up. Price has really gone up. So that volume will now be dropping into Ethereum. People will now be dropping into other altcoins. So after Bitcoin moved, then you now start having altcoin season, Ethereum and every other coins. Then in the midst of all of that, then you now have meme coin season. Well, meme coin, we used to call them shit coins. Yeah, I mean, that time is when people just want to buy any coin. And it's that period that for me is actually when the crypto market is peaking out. And you are likely to see market price crash actually during that period. So and then you want to be very careful around that period as well. And the truth is it's around that period that a lot of people makes a lot of money, especially with shit coins. I remember this coin, Safe Moon. I remember Safe Moon. A lot of people made a lot of money, during that period. I remember somewhere that invested $1,000 bought same with $1,000 and cashed out over $100,000 within 3 weeks. So shitcoins can be very, very crazy. And also, if you don't take profit on time, shitcoin, you will you're going to cry. All right. So that is how the market for Dogecoin. Dogecoin for me, like I say, is a meme. Dogecoin is a meme coin. What I normally do with Dogecoin is when I see that that Bitcoin, is topping out, I will start buying Dogecoin small, because I know that attention will be shifting to meme coin and altcoins. Right? You start with altcoin before start shifting to Dogecoin. And then during that mid-coin craze, what normally happens is that you normally have other meme coin that will be popping up. For example, there was one that did Shiba Inu pop really did very well last bull run. So you want to be on the lookout, and of course I'll also be on the lookout, and also in the group I'll also be dropping any coin that I will see that we felt is going to pop. All right. It's the same thing. For now, the paid group is Traders Abroad Discourse group. That's a group. Yes. So if you're already in the Traders Abroad Discourse group, you don't need to do anything. Don't worry. And also, like I said, I'll be dropping. For those that have not joined, I'll be telling you how to join. Like I said, the reason why I did that is because I actually want serious people that will put their money where their mouth is. All right. Okay. So that'll be it for it this night. As time goes on, don't forget, don't need to be in a hurry. We'll be having a lot of webinar like we normally have doing Buron. We're having a lot. So like I always say, this crypto trading is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and it's a skill that you want to acquire. And when you acquire it in whatever season you'll be good. You'll be good. You won't be panicking. There's no point of panicking. All right. And one of the reasons I like trading is that wherever you are in the world, you can trade. Even if you relocate from your country, you can live, without any fear. All right. So thank you. I'll be seeing you in the next webinar. Anytime we're having another webinar, I'll let you guys know. All right. So thank you. Good night, everybody.